3 you want to say it over? I'm a Valentine here. What is up, everybody? I'm a Valentine here. Welcome back to the channel. We are about to go to Optimus Hall again, second day in a row, because I have an addictive personality. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna go get that same sandwich. And my stomach is so fucked up right now, but it is what it is. Fuck it. We're gonna go because this thing, there's this app called Righty, and it keeps sending me this thing where it's like, you can get $10 for Starbucks if you do this. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with, I love Starbucks so much. And yeah, so we're gonna go and get a free gift card. How about that? Fit check. We're here. Let's go. So that was delicious, number one. Those fried green tomatoes were like briny, salty. They tasted better before I ate my sandwich. So next time, I'm gonna eat the fried tomatoes first, then eat the sandwich. Cause that sandwich just hits so hard, it's too good. It makes everything else after it not taste as good. It's one of those. Two, I just came home. I love where I live so much. So much. This guy opens the door for me. He's kind of cute as well, but he opens the door for me, which, me being a hopeless romantic, obviously I'm like, oh, this is the love of my life. I'm like, oh, so the love of my life is opening the door for me. Got it. Got it. No, but anyways, this guy opens the door. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, that's nice. I was trying to like not check him out very like obviously, but I was kind of like, oh, thank you. But I'm like trying to clock what he looks like. So he's like, yeah, of course. And so I saunter away because I'm awkward as fuck, right? Normally, like if I was elegant and like, you know, chic, I would have been like, oh, thank you. But that's just not me, right? So he was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, thank you. This is like running. This is like running away. Okay. Then I go to the elevator. I think he held the door for the other people, which like, wow, what a kind person, right? And so he's holding the door for the other people. And then he like runs to the elevator. I'm like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were whatever, you know, like coming in the elevator. He's like, yeah. And then he ends up catching the door for those people as well. We're quiet in the elevator, but the vibes are good. You can feel it. Vibes are good. We're all young. I'm thinking we're all young, successful individuals. You know what I mean? To be living here, we have to be doing something, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was just a good feeling. And then we got to my floor, and you know you have to perfectly time your goodbyes. I did not do this. I tried, but I didn't. And I was like, good night, everyone, good night, everyone. And everyone was just like, good night. It was so cute. It was like, you know those squads in like TV shows when you were a kid, where like, it's all those, it's just that gang, the little group, and they're all different and unique, and like, there's this one and this one and this one, and they're all different, but like they're all a team or something, or like it's all just sweet and wholesome. That was the vibe. I was just, good night, everyone, or good night. Everyone said good night. And I just, once the elevator got there, I was like I thought that it was gonna open boom quickly, but it didn't. So I was kind of like accidentally edging towards the girl, which was not intentional. But me being the awkward person I am, once I got out the elevator, I went and sauntered away. Here I am, back in my apartment. Oh, I think it's time for me to purposely make friends again, because your girl's heart's been a little hurt. I feel like I experience jealousy, right? Like, it's so weird because I be in here on myself like, oh my god, Alma, you're not doing all this stuff. You gotta be doing this, you gotta do this, right? At the same time though, excuse me, I know the reason that I'm like that is because I know where I'm going, and I'm just like, I gotta be there, I gotta get there, right? Like, even when I'm down bad and being lazy, I still know I gotta get there. It's like there's this mental angling towards where I wanna go, always. And And when I feel like people don't have that, or they don't move like that, that mental angling towards that, I feel like there comes a point within the relationship where they become jealous of me, or they start trying to pull me away from my shit too. So like they'll make these little comments, sly shit. And it's like, I always clock it. That's why I have such like good insights and advice and blah, blah, blah. Cause I'm sensitive, period. I have this song where it's like, sensitive to the touch, or to the fire, matters too much. I'm sensitive to the white, that matters too much. You should listen to that. It's on my SoundCloud. It's like all these different layers to the song. Man, I used to go in. Speaking of that, we have to put out a song tonight, right now. Let's do it now. You know what's making me laugh right now? This is a skirt. This is the skirt that I was wearing. This is my skirt, bro. This is so fucking long. Goddamn skirt is. Oh my god. It's like, it's actually hilarious, but I love how it looks. Like with the bracelet, I'm giving very like natural girl, like, you know, it's giving, I don't know, it's giving something that I wasn't expecting it to give. I think it's because I don't think I've ever worn something like this. I did have this one dress that was like orange a few years back, but anyways, this, I would actually, even though it's my skirt, I would wear it like this for real. Like, let me show y'all how I would wear it like this with the scarf. Looking cute. Like, it's a little Sari-esque, you know, but it's not really giving full Sari. Like, it's really giving, I don't know, it's giving something, you know. Maybe it's not, but it's giving something. Yeah, it most definitely is giving something. It's giving, I don't know, it's giving like natural, it's giving like knows herself, but she's like fun, you know. I'm into it. Also, y'all, I've been cleaning my house. Oh my god, and it came out the blue, low key. Like, I've had to pray. Like, I know that sounds crazy. Like, why would you need to pray to clean your house? Y'all, I've been struggling. Like, it's been hard, like, for real. And as I was cleaning my mirror and cleaning my bathroom, I was like, oh my god, finally. Like, this is taking so long. Like, my depressed ass, my sad ass, like, it's just been, I've been stressed. And like, it's weird because I kind of feel like there's some times in life where I just feel like I can't do anything, where I feel very vulnerable. And a lot of those moments where I'm like the most vulnerable, like I don't got no money, like I don't really have that much, you know, that it seems like it's, oh, I did not mean to angle, that's a lot. I don't have a lot where I feel like it's really going my way, or like there's a high chance where things could go wrong. Like I had several things that went wrong, you know, at work, where like I was late because of various instances. Honestly, we're not gonna get into the details, but things that like I could get in trouble for, or like things that happened that were not really in my control. You know what I mean? Like almost like it seemed like there was some sort of external force that was the cause of it, but it could still affect me because it's something that I still have to be accountable for. There's sometimes when things like that happen where it puts me in a vulnerable position and I'm like forced to go into a space of faith, where it's like, literally, guys, if God does not want me at this job, God will push me out. And as much as I want to hold on and be like, no, because there's so many good opportunities here. I love where I'm at and I'm so grateful to be here. There's also more for me in this world, and I know that. And I know that a lot of times my elevation has come after a major loss, and I hate to say it, it's scary, but I guess the faith really isn't about not having anything happen. Like, things are going to happen that are bad, but the faith is that I'll be okay. Like, for example, y'all saw I went through that whole job loss, like moving and all of that stuff, and here I am in this nice ass apartment. I've eaten food every day. My credit is great. Credit cards are good. Working on paying back my debts. I'm going back to fucking school, paid for, free? Hello? Free. So yeah, like I'm still blessed. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of just like it was always in God's hands, but I think I start to trip out trying to figure out my own problems and shit sometimes, which to some degree, yes, do that. Like you can't just not do work. You know what I mean? Like I do believe in working hard by all means. And also there's some extent to where it's like when you know that you're giving all that you can and you're genuinely doing the best that you can, putting your best effort forward, if it's like if someone wants to misunderstand me, if someone wants to fuck me over, if someone wants to do me wrong after all of this, after everything I've done, maybe it was meant to happen at that point, you know, because what else can I do? I'm getting to a point where I recognize I'm starting to see myself like that. I have a lot of wonderful qualities, a lot of beautiful things about me. You know, I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, but I'm really just generally wonderful. IMO, and I just feel like I give a lot of good, right? So if there is some force in the world that wants me to elevate and it takes me being pushed out of somewhere, that might just have to be what it is. Now, I'm not hoping for that. I'm hoping that things go well and that I continue to, you know, flourish and prosper and continue to just, you know, do well, do better. I'm thankful I had that day off. I think I needed that yesterday to rest. I hope that I continue to just build a whole lot, and I hope that I get to appreciate the now. Like me going to Optimus Hall and enjoying that food, and you know, going on the little scooter thing, the electric scooter, and like enjoying the cars and enjoying where I live. I hope that I really just soak that in right now, because I know that there's a time in my life that's coming where I will never be able to go outside without people being in my face. Like I know that time in my life is coming, and I know that I won't get this time back. I'm 23 right now. In a couple months, not a couple, but in a few months, I will be 24, and after that I will be 25, and every day life will continue to move forward. So I just hope that I can just enjoy this, like enjoy tonight. I don't know next month. I do have some things to worry about, but can I push that worry out and just enjoy today? You know, side note. I love a side note. I live for a side note. This is my ginger garlic tea. Ginger, fresh ginger root, chopped up, roughly chopped, and garlic, diced and minced up, chopped, again, roughly, and boiled with water. And I'm gonna put hella honey in it. And the reason I'm having this is because one of my coworkers has tonsillitis. Another one had strep throat, has white patches at the back of her throat. And, you know, when you're interacting with a lot of different people, including customers, then it's kind of just like what really determines your well-being and if you're going to be good is your own immune system, right? And so I think that as I'm starting to get older, I've been dealing with some health things that I'm a little scared about, and then also my stress levels go up and down. So it's like I have this health scare, and then my eating still gets more out of whack because I'm stressed about that now. And it's just like, it's difficult, it's rough. But tonight, I have the strength and energy to make this delicious ginger garlic tea. And it's so good. I find that it's very like concentrated. So I might have a strong cup tonight, but with what I do end up putting in the fridge, I know I can take some out, heat up some water, and then just add it to it like it's its own concentrate, because that's how strong that ginger and garlic is. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. Also, y'all, I feel so pretty right now. Like, I don't know what it is, the naturalness, the glow, the hair, the skin, and it's like my skin is not even perfect right now. Like, I'm dealing with acne, I've been popping my pimples. It's bad because like I said, the stress be going up and down, but still, like, how do I explain? Also, I moved my bed back in here. I just feel like it's better. Like the vibes feel right. And I moved my couch a certain way too. Once I gotta clear off my couch, but it feels more right now. And I'm just so, like, I can't believe I'm here. Like, there was something that happened today that made me kind of like, I think I was saying something yesterday about how, like, I think that God needs to let me serve people or, like, show me something, or that God will show me that I have more to be grateful for. But, like, something that happened today that just kind of put into perspective that, like, even the fact that I have credit cards, like the fact that I'm not, like, how do I explain? Like, the fact that I'm not actually paycheck to paycheck in the way of like, I'm using my credit cards to supplement what I don't have. Like, there was a time where I didn't understand credit at all. And like, I had my debit card, and if I didn't have anything, I did not have anything. And like, I thought that credit was bad because I had heard people say not to get credit cards, and I heard people talk about, it's bad and like it's gonna mess you up and like you'll regret it. And so I was like, I'm never gonna have a credit card. That's what I told myself. And I'm just so thankful that I happened to meet these like millionaires more than once, and they just kind of have talked to me about credit a little bit, and I'm still not even fully employing the knowledge that they kind of gave me. They talked to me more about like using credit for business and like really being on a up and up wave. I'm not even using it to that extent because I'm being a little pussycat, a little pussy, as they say. No, I'm kidding. I'm being afraid, right? And I'm still moving like this. Damn. Sometimes my language can be so crude, and I'm like, damn, I'm all like, where did you get that from? But it is what it is. Sometimes I'm not even using it to its full extent, and yet I'm still blessed, bro. Like, the fact that I have money to be like, oh my gosh, I'll have to pay the credit bureau back or the credit card back. Like, that's a blessing too. Like, there was times I didn't have a damn thing. There was times where if I didn't have that money for my rent on my debit card, I didn't have it, period. And now my rent's so expensive, I think I stress out because I'm like, oh my God, my savings are not like that big yet. And like, oh my God, what if I, lose my job, or like, what if something happens and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, it's just like, but I have a job right now. You know what I mean? It's like, but I have credit cards. Like, I am going to eat today. I'm going to eat tomorrow. And it's like, as crazy as it sounds, it's like, even if I did lose my job, which let's pray against that, even if I did lose my job, like, I know that I would get my ass up and I would find something and I would figure it the fuck out, because I'm going to grind my way to be where I want in life. That's how I am. So I don't know how I get so lost in the moments sometimes. I think I just get jaded, and I don't know. It's like I forget that I'm still grinding. It's just, I'm happy to be where I am. I'm grateful to be where I am. I'm learning so much, and it's trying, it's exhausting, it's tiring. But I think that that's what they say that growth is supposed to feel like. They say that growth feels very uncomfortable. I have been extremely uncomfortable as of recent. And so, yeah, I think this is the growth that they speak of. And I pray that I will continue to have supportive, kind, uplifting people around me, because I think that while you're growing, having those people that's cheering you on and elevating you rather than judging you, major key. And I pray that I will be someone that is like that, like not someone who looks down on or shuns or ridicules or reams people for not knowing something, but lifts them, teaches them, helps them, guides them, even if they're not on my level type thing. Like, when I get to the point where I'm really that girl, where I'm really that guy, you know what I'm saying? No, like, when I'm that guy for real, like when I'm when I'm like that, I hope that, rather than me solely, like, I know I keep the circle very, very, you know what I mean? But still, I hope that I can uplift even if I don't keep people so close, Yeah, that's that on that. I'm gonna have some tea. I may or may not see you later. Bye.